Let's be real. When the first whispers of Timothee Chalamet and Kylie Jenner dating hit the internet, everyone collectively tilted their heads like confused puppies. Wait, what? Timmy, the artsy indie darling with cheekbones sharp enough to slice glass, and Kylie, the billionaire beauty mogul who practically grew up in front of the world on a reality show? It was the celebrity equivalent of mixing champagne with Cheetos, unexpected, questionable, yet weirdly fascinating. People couldn't look away. And now, just as suddenly as it began, it's over. The twist? It all went down on Kylie's 28th birthday. Brutal timing, poetic even. But before we dive into the juicy details of the breakup, let's rewind to the beginning of this Hollywood meets reality TV spectacle and unpack why. Timothy, why? Please don't forget to subscribe and like this video. It is free and help us bring you enjoyable content. And of course, watch till the end. Here's a fun fact you didn't know you needed. Statistically, most celebrity relationships don't last longer than the expiration date on your almond milk. Yet when Kylie and Timmy were spotted together, fans couldn't stop obsessing. Paparazzi caught them whispering on red carpets, laughing in the back of chauffeured cars, and flashing shy glances that made social media light up like a Christmas tree. But behind the memes and the gossip accounts, insiders claim something darker was brewing, a battle of worlds colliding. And if you think this was just a fling gone wrong, think again. This was a slow-motion implosion, a clash of Hollywood artistry and Kardashian media machinery, a modern-day Romeo and Juliet story with designer handbags and TikTok commentary. The real question is, did Timmy ever stand a chance? From the outside, it looked glossy. Kylie got herself a critically acclaimed actor, someone outside the typical rapper-athlete mold. Timothy, on the other hand, found himself arm-in-arm with one of the most photographed women alive, a modern beauty mogul whose lip kits alone built an empire. On paper, it was PR gold. But if you peeled back the layers, cracks were forming from the start. Every dinner date became a headline. Every blurry paparazzi shot became a viral post dissected by Twitter detectives. For a man like Timmy, who thrives on carefully chosen roles and interviews that feel like art pieces, this constant circus was exhausting. Friends say he loved Kylie, but hated the spotlight she couldn't escape, or maybe didn't want to. And so the tension began to simmer, silently, until it erupted in a very public, very symbolic breakup. You've heard the whispers, the so-called Kardashian curse. Athletes, rappers, and now actors who date into the family often find themselves tangled in drama, their careers wobbling under the weight of Kardashian-sized publicity. Some call it superstition, others call it branding strategy. But the theory lingers, doesn't it? Did Timmy, the Academy Award nominee known for films like Call Me by Your Name and Dune, really want to risk being reduced to Kylie Jenner's boyfriend on TMZ headlines? Critics say no. Fans worried aloud. Would this romance derail his career, blur the lines between his artistry and reality TV drama? It wasn't just about Kylie. It was about what came with her, a multi-billion-dollar PR machine designed to monetize every glance, every outfit, every relationship. And Timmy? He wasn't about to let himself be scripted into someone else's empire. Here's where it gets fascinating. Sources reveal Kris Jenner, the mastermind behind the Kardashian brand, allegedly saw Timmy as a golden ticket. Imagine the ratings if Kylie brought an Oscar-nominated actor into the family fold. Imagine the crossover appeal. High fashion meets reality TV, Hollywood meets Hulu. According to insiders, Kris even pitched the idea of guest appearances, staged family dinners, and exclusive couple photo shoots. For Kylie, it was a win-win. But Timmy? He wasn't biting. In fact, sources say he flat-out refused, setting boundaries that didn't sit well with the family's content-driven empire. And that's when the friction escalated. Let's talk timing. Ending a relationship on someone's birthday is like dropping a mic in the middle of a wedding toast. It's savage. But sources insist Timmy's decision to call it quits on Kylie's 28th wasn't coincidental. It was intentional, symbolic even. This wasn't just a breakup, it was a statement. By pulling the plug on her big day, Timmy was reclaiming his narrative, saying no to being overshadowed, no to being a Kardashian subplot. And if you think that sounds dramatic, remember, this is Hollywood. Symbolism is everything. While Kylie's friends rallied to cheer her up with extravagant parties and social media posts, Timmy quietly walked away, back into the world of scripts, film sets, and carefully chosen red carpets. Here's the part nobody likes to admit. Sometimes, the glitziest relationships are also the loneliest. Behind the matching outfits and curated couple selfies, insiders say Timmy felt suffocated. What started as excitement, dating someone glamorous, powerful, iconic, slowly turned into exhaustion. The constant demand for appearances, the non-stop speculation, the pressure to perform, even in private moments, it was quicksand. The more he tried to resist, the deeper he sank. For someone who built his career on vulnerability and craft, it felt wrong. Fans who admired Timmy's authenticity could sense it too. Every smile looked a little strained, every appearance a little forced. And eventually, he reached his breaking point. Isn't it ironic? The relationship that gave Kylie another viral headline was the same one that left Timmy gasping for air. Let's zoom out. Timmy and Kylie weren't just a couple, they were a cultural experiment. Could an indie darling survive the Kardashian machine without losing himself? Could a beauty mogul date outside her carefully curated type without backlash? The answer, apparently, is no. But this breakup highlights something bigger. The way relationships in the spotlight are no longer just about love. They're about branding, optics, and control. Every post is content. Every date is strategy. And every breakup is a headline that fuels the cycle. If Timmy's decision proves anything, it's that even in an age where fame is currency, some people still value their artistry above the algorithm. That alone makes this story worth watching. So where does this leave them now? Insiders say Kylie is scrambling, leaning on her family to spin the narrative, throwing herself into work and brand campaigns to distract from the sting of rejection. Meanwhile, Timmy is resetting, refocusing on films, reconnecting with friends, and carving out the privacy he craved. Will Kylie bounce back? Absolutely, she's a Jenner. Reinvention is in her DNA. Will Timmy's reputation survive? Probably stronger than ever. After all, walking away from the Kardashian orbit isn't weakness, it's strategy. Fans respect it. Critics admire it. And the industry? It breathes a sigh of relief knowing Timmy won't become another reality subplot. So, why, Timothy, why? Maybe the better question is, why not? Why shouldn't he put his career, his craft, and his peace of mind above a flashy relationship? Why shouldn't he walk away from the circus, even if it means breaking a billionaire's heart on her birthday? This wasn't weakness. It was strength disguised as heartbreak. And for anyone watching, it's a reminder that even in a world obsessed with likes and followers, sometimes the bravest thing you can do is say no. And now, dear reader, I'll leave you with this. What do you think? Was this relationship doomed from the start, or did Timmy just dodge the most famous curse in Hollywood? Drop your thoughts, share this with your friends, and let's keep the conversation going. Because if there's one thing we all know, it's this: the story of Timmy and Kylie may be over, but the drama? Oh, it's just getting started.